Hello everybody and welcome to Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. I'm Jack and today I'm back with week number 12 of the OPOP League. I know it's a little bit late, we've only just been able to arrange our matches for this week, but this week I was against Ross Gilbert. Obviously you guys probably know him as PTCG Radio. So as always I wanted to give a quick rundown of the decks I'm playing this week before we get into the games. This week we're back to standard and honestly there's not much change in the decks I'm bringing. Basically, I have the mindset of bringing a deck that likes going first, a deck that likes going second, and then just a deck that doesn't mind going first or second. And I've kind of had that mindset in each week, and nothing has changed here. I've brought ADP as my first deck. I've changed the list around a little bit, but not too much. I dropped the Viridians for spinners, added in a swell. And that's about it. Obviously, I'm playing Ross, who likes to play a lot of one-prize archetypes usually. So I think ADB should be a pretty good call against some of the one-prize archetypes. So yeah, hopefully that's something that works out for us. Next up, I have Center Scorch. Obviously, this is a deck that likes going second. So basically, if we lose a game, we get to choose whether to go first or second. So that's why I like a deck that likes going first or second, so that we have flexibility in basically whatever we choose. So yeah, Senti, again, haven't changed too much. I've actually added in a second boss, and I think that's the only change I've made. I think I dropped the, what was this called? The air balloon for the second boss. It hasn't punished me only having one boss too much, but I just like the flexibility of having a second one. It's just nice, isn't it? I've seen a couple of lists with more crystals, more hearths, but I'm playing a full 14 energy count, so a bit of a higher energy count, so... that's why I've still only got the one crystal and the 3 hearth. I could easily just dropping this down to 12 and going 2 crystal, 4 hearth, but I think I like the raw energy just to basically, hopefully, even though it's like the same amount of outs, I like actually having physical energy cards, just because in certain situations things like Fire Crystal aren't necessarily energy cards and that kind of thing. So I like having a large count of energy. Obviously it makes the deck a little bit more inconsistent. Maybe... I think I would pick Hearth over Crystal before anything else. But yeah, other than that, still pretty standard. And then finally, I'm going to be bringing Lucario Melmetal for the final deck. I think this is probably what I'm going to lead off with as well. I think it should have a fairly good matchup against a lot of the one-prize decks because Full Metal Wall plus Metal Goggles should be really difficult for certain archetypes to get through. I'm also playing a Galarian Stunfisk, basically to have a 180 HP one-prizer that can hopefully maybe take some knockouts, but even if it doesn't take some knockouts, it's a fairly good stall target. I'm not sold on this card. I've never actually played this card before, but I've seen it in a couple of successful lists through the past month or so. So I decided to give it a try. I know Ross has been repping a little bit of Colossal. I think it was Colossal Vmax. I haven't seen any VODs of his though. I don't know whether he's uploading his videos, but I don't know whether it is Colossal Vmax, but I thought about cutting down the Zamazentas because obviously a lot of one prize archetypes don't play Vmaxes obviously, so but then in the results reporting that I have to do every week, I have noticed that he's been playing some Colossal, so obviously all of that data is public, so you're allowed to play decks that kind of counter your opponent's decks, and because of that I've decided to keep the Zamazentas in just in case. I typically see a lot of people playing 3 Coating Energy. Again, it's kind of just a meta call against Ross. I don't think he's going to be playing many fire decks. I'm pretty happy to play a couple just in case, but I think it's unlikely that he's going to be playing fire decks. There's an argument, if I don't think he's playing fire decks, to play none at all, because you either play them or you don't. They're either going to be good or they're not. And if I don't think he's playing fire decks, then there's an argument to not playing any at all. But basically all I did was swap a Coating Metal for a regular metal in the hopes that I can Intrepid Sword a little bit more consistently. So yeah, I think this should be another good one against some of these one-prize archetypes because obviously with Metal Goggles plus the GX attack, you're minusing 60 from every attack, and a lot of one-prize archetypes do struggle with that. So yeah, I'm hoping that this can hopefully see me through at least one of the games as well. So yeah, other than that, I'm actually on my new PC right now, so hopefully you'll notice a little bit of a quality upgrade in terms of the games. I don't know for sure. There shouldn't be any freezes or lags or anything like that there usually is. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you think. And other than that, thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack from Omnipoke, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video then. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, here we are this week against TCGO Share 17. That is indeed Mr. Ross Gilbert from PTCG Radio. First up, I'm playing some Lucario Melmetal. Okay. And we are officially on the new computer as of today, so hopefully there'll be less random freezes. You never know, though. We are against Colossal Vmax. Okay. 180. 120. Here goes a quick ball. For Guru. Okay, this is the full package, of course. Calling in a Vmax. Maybe a Dedenne or something. Crobat. Maybe just another Colossal. Ooh, playing Jirachi Engine. Okay. That's a buff padding. Means no turn 1 Brave Blade. We obviously still 2 shots through a big Colossal though. No energy is actually not that big of a deal because yeah, no energy actually isn't that big of a deal. Simply because we it only attacks for 1 energy anyway. In the same vein, Stun Twist is going to be pretty useless here. Okay, so first things first, prizes. We have a Zamazenta prized, which is definitely worth noting. We have a Doll prized. And we have a Quick prized. Spotted that Ross has put timers on. We have 2 Switch prized, so I can't mess around. We have a Marnie prized. I am just going to get the Lucario Melmetal down. I'm going to attach to it. The station should be pretty safe in the active, but I'm still going to Intrepid Sword to the bench. I don't know Goggles yet, simply because I don't know where we're going to need to Goggles. Energy sucks, but Marnie is fine. We have a switching option for next turn. We could have actually even GX this turn, but I think we were better off drawing some cards with Zacian, because if we just Malolana retreated this turn, we would have had absolutely nothing to do next turn. So we might be able to get rid of an energy this way as well. Not that it, like I say, not that it's going to be major in this matchup. It's not really that relevant because they only attack for 1 energy anyway. Though if Ross is able to stack 2 energy on or attack with the first attack and attach a second energy, if we can Malolana that energy, that will be pretty good. 2 switch in the prize cards is pretty bad for us though. Could have goggled the active actually. Goggling the active wouldn't have been a bad play. There's a Stone fighting. Does he have a Vmax? Feels weird to put goggles on the active. It helps like immediately, but if we're taking damage, it kind of is a wasted goggles. Though we are playing 4 metal goggles in this list, so maybe it was worth it. That's a great ball. Probably digging for that Vmax, but maybe didn't hit it. There's a Wisdom. Looking for the Vmax off the top. That would be pretty impressive. Just a switch into a Jirachi. Depending on what he gets here, that will determine whether we Marnie or not. Scoop up net. Oh, new computer. We're going to have all of these little indicators. Scoop up net isn't too important for us to Marnie away. Another quick ball. Not overly useful. We would be ditching a Malolana and 2 Manis if we researched here. He has a scoop up net, so we know he has a way of switching out next turn. I don't hate the Mani here. Mani and just Intrepid Sword if we miss. I really want to save this GX attack for when he attaches a second energy to this Colossal if we can. So let's aim for that. I have no ideas what kind of stadium he could be playing, but I am going to pop the Swell down regardless. We're just going to Intrepid Sword again. Double energy is not bad at all. We should Intrepid Sword into the active. So we could retreat. But the decision was made by then. So here comes that Stellar Wish. We know the Scoop Up Net went in. So we need to find Vmax switching option. And an energy in hand to be able to do 100 after the goggles. I think it does 130 base. So 100 after the goggles. If we can then... There's a second energy. There's the switch. Assuming he's got the VMAX in hand, considering he Primate Wisdomed once already. Okay, it does bounce the Swell. The Dojo. And there's the Research, okay. It's probably just researching... Maybe even researching an energy onto the... or wisdoming an energy onto the top. That's how to evolve, guys, in case you didn't know. Obviously his death plays no sort of... Dedenne or anything, so we might have to lose these first 2 prizes. To Zacian, If we could find a switch here, that would be great. Tag Call gets us Malolana, and Malolana actually is pretty strong here. Would discard 3 energy, and we could GX, and would heal this damage. Okay, I like a Malolana play. I think we're going to ditch the... Oh, we can grab Sinlin as well, can't we? Yeah, okay, we can grab Sinlin to draw some cards next turn. And a Malolana, we're going to bin the Luca Metal. We have a Quick Ball, so I think I'm going to bin this Zacian. We might need to save this Quick Ball for Zamazenta, for example. I think it's unlikely. We also have Quick Ball synergy with Metal Saucer to get an energy attachment as well. So yeah, and then we're just going to full Metal Wall. That's how to use your GX attack, guys. Bin 3 energy. Hopefully make ourselves a little bit more difficult to deal with. So that's going to mean Eruption Blast is going to be doing 70 now after debuffs. 70 into 170 is 240, which is not a knockout on Luca Metal, so we can probably... Mind you, Steel Fist is kind of useless here anyway. There's the Dojo. There's a Mani. Okay, so we only had Sinlim really that we cared about in that hand. And that was only because we didn't have a supporter, so we can draw into another supporter here, hopefully. Switch is great, because it means we can attack with this Zacian. Go for the Eruption Shot. Okay, I'm going to touch the Coating Metal, because we can Saucer this one on. A Goggles on here would be great, but this means we only need to find Switch or Malolana next turn to be able to swing again. So, given that we have so much defense anyway, I'm actually going to just pop that on there. If we do 230, and then we do 150, we do 380, which would be enough. I don't think I want to Saucer this turn. Makes it harder for us to knock out next turn. which is rough. We can just saucer to this. Go for the Brave Blade. So now next turn if he hits switch off of the research, or he doesn't hit. So if we hit switch, we can still knock out. If he doesn't hit switch, we can. Sorry, if we don't hit switch, we can still potentially knock out if he doesn't do any healing. This does add 50, right? And this does 150, right? Okay, good. So Gmax Boulder will knock out once we're ahead on prizes because of the dojo, and we only play one swell, so that dojo is now in play for good. Does have the healing, does have the Malolana. That's pretty upsetting. This might be a triple Malolana game in all honesty for us. Have second Malolana in deck as well as a Sinlin, so it could be triple Malolana game, which would be interesting. We can also just take a random one prize hit next turn with the Luca Metal, though I don't really like the sound of that, simply because this Colossal will be able to respond on the Luca Metal. So down to 110. It's 380. Basically has 400. Wow, no attack. Okay. No attack is pretty big here. Unfortunately, there's no massive way for us to punish that. So it might just be a case of putting the Zamazenta down, passing. We can't boss this up and hit it because we're just going to get return KO'd. So it might just be a case of putting the Zamazenta down, putting it in the active. And could even boss the other guy up. Don't hate bossing the other guy up. To stop a potential Jirachi. Obviously, it's kind of puts us in a weird spot just because I can't attack right now, but we are drawing some cards here. There's no point in putting the Metal Goggles on here, I don't think. We did draw a switch, which is great, and the Air Balloon, which is even better. No energy, but that's kind of okay. So boss is the only scary thing here. That's another kind of scary thing though. Switch and Air Balloon both going back in. This is rough. We have no way to shuffle the deck either, so they are stuck on the bottom until we can shuffle the deck. Great Ball for a Mewtwo. Okay. Pop this on the active. I think it's just an Intrepid Sword. There's a Malolana. Malolana can be a switching option. We can also retreat and smack something and then Malolana out. Obviously Gmax Volcalith, or Gmax Boulder, I keep calling it Gmax Volcalith because that's what it's called in Japanese, isn't one-shotting a Zacian at the moment. We'll be one-shotting the Lucario Melmetal though. Would it? 250, I have 180, I have 240, so it would be one-shotting the Lucario Melmetal right now. but wouldn't be one-shotting a Zacian. So I think next turn my play is attach, retreat, Zacian, hit this Colossal. There's another Marnie. Okay, scratch that plan. I mean, it may still be the play. Hard to say though, we still haven't been able to shuffle our deck ever since. So there's still a lot of switching outs like deep into the deck. So it still may be worth just Intrepid Swording. No bosses or anything yet, which is weird. There's a research. How important is it to research here? I don't hate a research here. Attach, research, retreat. Maybe this shouldn't have been a coating, maybe this should have been a regular energy, but I don't think the Metal Goggles are ever going to match on the Zamazenta because it doesn't look like he has many answers to a Zamazenta anyway. So I don't think we're really ever going to be reducing damage. Tag Call is basically the one big thing Tag Call is actually not as good as Quick Ball here. How many Marnies has he used? We know he has a Mewtwo in his deck. Take this random garbage out. That's not going to be useful in this matchup. We could retreat and just hit, or we could pass. I don't hate retreating and just taking or dealing some damage here. Kind of forces plays. I want to hold the Metal Sorcerer, I think. We have Tag Call. If we show the Metal Sorcerer, we kind of show our game plan, and if we get Marnied again somehow, which could happen because we know he plays Mewtwo, we still have a few Metal Sorcerers in there. Well, 2. There's a switch. Okay, so switching into this means he probably has a way into the Vmax. The Vmax still doesn't knock out. There's a boss. Okay, so boss Vmax would knock this out. And that would be pretty scary. Probably just going to go for this Lucario Melmetal here. Yeah, okay. So he's going to take 3 prizes. I'm going to hopefully respond by taking 3 prizes. Not this turn, but next, like basically setting up 2 knockouts to go back to back. We could arguably set up the Zamazenta to just kind of poke. If we hit enough Metal Sources, we can actually do that and get rid of the Stone Fighting as well. I think it's unlikely that we're going to hit that many Metal Sources though. Probably. I think we do Marnie here. We're mining into another Balloon and a Malolana for switching outs. We did actually hit enough to go for this play, which will force another boss. And it's a boss that doesn't even necessarily take a knockout, so I think this is a fairly strong play here. We're not really getting Brave Blade value this turn, but we are getting Assault Tackle value. 10, but we do at least bin 1 energy off. Obviously a Malolana here kind of resets things again, but if he's Malolanaing, he's not bossing and he can't hit the Zamazenta. So yeah, has to Malolana into a target that hopefully we don't mind taking a knockout on. This is always an option to knock out until he's able to find a third Vmax, but that will probably happen this turn, I would imagine. So we did money away a big hand. There's a Mewtwo. Probably for Malolana, I would imagine. Oh, no, a boss. Okay, so just going to go for the boss KO play. The boss damage play, because it's not a KO, right? 240, 250. Oh, it's a KO on this one. Yeah, it is a KO on this one. Oh, wait, it's not a KO on this one, right? Wait, would it have been a KO on this one? Yeah, he could have knocked this one out. Yeah, he definitely should have hit this one because he could have knocked this one out. We can attach retreat or we can just Malolana. I say we just Malolana. We're drawing potentially 3 outs. Definitely should have KO'd this one here. That would have really put me in a bad spot. Okay, concedes. I'm pretty sure he would have been in a very good spot if he knocked out that Zacian there. What would we have had to do? We would have had to discard another energy. Wouldn't have been able to knock out another one though. So we would have had to find a third boss. Okay, maybe he would have been definitely been in a better spot that turn, but I don't know that he would have been in a better spot in the long run. I don't know that I would have necessarily made his win con easier, if that makes sense. Because he couldn't have hit the Zamazenta, and he wasn't one-shotting the other Zacian. Oh, we lost the coin flip anyway. So I don't know that it would have necessarily helped his win con. But I still... So it might not have been always the correct play. I'm not sure. Start with Oranguru, Mani... Could just start Zacian. How scary is starting Zacian? Not that scary. I don't mind starting Zacian here. It'd be more difficult for him to take a knockout on a Zacian turn too. Okay, this is Excadrill. Okay. This is a deck that he definitely knows inside and out, so I'm sure he knows this matchup well. This Marnie's going to be pretty sad. We've prized both of our ADPs. Okay. This is going to be an interesting game, folks. Oh no. Oh, I also didn't prize check because I was so televisioned on the fact that we prized both of our ADPs. Can we win this matchup without ADP? Honestly, maybe not. on 40 at the moment. Basically, it'll depend on whether we can change areas, right? I think that's what it's going to depend on, whether we can chain turn after turn knockout. We need to hit Saucer here. And switching card, arguably. Yeah, we're just going to need to chain Zation after Zation after Zation here. I think we can bin this last one. We can bin this last one. This changes nothing. We still need the same amount of... Well, we still need the same cards, but this way we... don't lose any prizes next turn. Could arguably save the boss, try and knock out this Encino, but I think the most important thing is trying to get a knockout ourselves. So we hit the Saucer. Let's drop the Swell down. Let's go for a Marnie. Obviously too hard hand, not a great Marnie, but I think we need to take this knockout this turn. Oh dear, this is gonna get old quick. Okay, that's another Drillbur. That was the other kind of mini win con, is just trying to Grinch out a Drillbur. Grinch out his X-Screws long enough so that he misses a Drillbur, but... No ADPs. This game is funny. More why there's a two energization basically in this matchup as well. Marnie isn't terrible for us as long as we hit a switching out. Actually means we preserve those two Pokemon as well. We did hit switch, okay. Preserve the Saucer. What went there? Power Pad is pretty big. Plays the Brock. Don't play any healing or anything, so this damage is sticking around. Maybe Grinch something with Mobile later. I don't think we take anything here. I think we just get the Saucer value. Preserve a boss just in case we get Marnied. Okay. How consistently can we do that every turn? There's an ADP. We can still GX attack, to be honest. It's not like... It's not that bad. There's a POW pad. I imagine there's 4 of those. Double boss. POW pad number 3. Grabbing the Brock makes sense. There's a research, okay. Might not be the worst idea to try and get an ADP GX off, to be honest. That's a great catcher, okay. Going for the full deck here. 3 POW pad. I imagine there's a couple of ordinary rods in there somewhere. Well, obviously it still has the Brock in hand as well, so we know we're not winning to deck out anytime soon, which is obviously fairly unlikely anyway. The scariest thing is basically double boss just wins him the game. And I don't see how we ever avoid that. Can't see how we stop double boss happening. Oh, that's how we stop it. Big Eater. But you can just knock out the Big Eater anyway. So I shouldn't have played this ADP down. I should have Big Eater GX this turn. I lost myself the game. I think I lost myself the game. Yeah, we had the Big Eater this turn. Oh no, maybe we should have then taken out a Cincino this turn. No, because he can still draw 4 cards. And the first 2 prizes were both ADPs as well, which is frustrating because they're kind of useless. Benching this ADP was my misplay. Just going to go for the boss this turn. don't think there's any way we can win. Kind of depends on what's in this more while. Does he have energy? Has energy and double boss. So yeah, we definitely could have won. We definitely could have won. Trying to think if there's anything I can do. I don't think there is. Oh, that's upsetting. That's upsetting. Prize double ADP in a matchup where we only have to GX to win. I'm going to go ADP again. What are we against? We're probably going to be against Colossal. What has a better Colossal matchup? Senti or ADP? 288. I think I'm going to go ADP. We want to go both of us want to go... Well, he wants to go first and we want to go second if I go Colossal. But obviously, that means he can evolve first. So it's a matchup where I kind of want to go first and I don't want to... Oh, it's a dark deck. Okay. Spiritium Hooper, maybe? If it's Spiritium Hooper, then... Senti probably was a better pick. We shall go first, please. Another terrible hand. Oh dear. He had no basics though. Maybe Eternitus. This could be Eternitus. This is Eternitus. This could also be pretty bad. Yeah, this is Eternitus. Okay. This could be pretty bad. We are going first though. Makes it hard for him to knock out the ADP, hopefully, turn 1. Spiritiums, of course. Bench this. Kind of don't want to... Great Catch is the thing that's most likely to be useless. I have the Dene prized. Guru prized. 2 research, 2 Marnie prized. Oh no, 1 Marnie prized. Let's do this. Not really representing much, but hopefully we can GX safely next turn. It's basically what matters, whether we can GX safely or not. I have 1 Dedenne, 3 Cherish Ball, no, 4 Cherish Ball, 3 Quick Ball, that's 8. Crowbat, that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 Supporters, that's 13. We have a fair few top decks here. Building Spite, of course. I'm not sure on the logic there. I'm not sure why we needed to see that action of the Building Spite first, but okay. Coming in the Vmax for another Eternitus, maybe. Zigzagoon, okay. Prepping for the KO on the ADP here. And there's a Marnie, okay. So I'm glad we pop that balloon on. Playing around the Marnie. Just need to find a metal energy here. We do. And another Zacian. And a Swell. Don't know what stadium we could be playing. He's going to be grabbing a Crobat for next turn. Quick ball grabbing Eternitus probably? Yeah. So basically, it's all down to this turn. If he can knock out the ADP, we probably lose. If he can't knock out the ADP, we definitely have a chance to win. Because we can hit this, set up a Zacian, knock it out, set up another Zacian, then knock it out, and hopefully he has no response. And yeah, so it just depends on whether Ross can knock out this ADP or not. If he can knock out this ADP, I think this is over. Full 6 cards from Crobat is a worrying start. Another Building Spite. With enough scoop up nets, he actually needs 7 Pokemon. Energy Pokemon will... No, he needs another net, right? So he just needs energy now from this probable research. Armani's not as bad, but it still puts us in a pretty bad spot. There's an energy, okay. This is going to be a hard game. The only saving grace is the fact that there are no more Eternitus on his board right now. The only saving grace is that. So we need to hit double saucer here. Don't think benching this station really helps that much. Could set up 2 Zacian, we can just set up the active though. Oh, maybe we should have attached here. Still need the same amount of energy across 2 turns though, so it's not that different really. I don't think we have a boss here. I think we need to research here. One, to try and hit the source in the first place, but 2 to stop him being able to bench another Eternitus and attach to it. Okay, we need to hit double Saucer off of this Oricorio. Oh no, we have Crobat. Can we do anything with Crobat? Switch. Yeah, we can. This way we only need to hit 1 Saucer. Obviously it's the same amount of cards across 2 turns, but this way we need to do something both turns, so this way we're more likely to do something this turn. Can we hit Sorcerer at all is the real question. 1 Saucer, 1 time. Okay, we hit a Saucer. I don't think there's anything else in here that we can even take. So we have 3 Saucers. Try and dig 4 next turn. Have an attachment. We have Research plus draw 3. We can still win this game, but it's going to be difficult. We're also getting Marnied. Almost certainly. Top decked. Top deck the Scoop Up Net. Okay. If we can knock out this Eternitus, we still have a chance, because he then has to find a load more Pokemon. Have Eldegoss to draw Research. So we're seeing 10 cards, 11 cards at least next turn. Spinner to grab an energy. Question is Marnie better? We've only used Research, so we have to Research, yeah. Drew all of our Pokemon, so our Quick Ball isn't an out. Okay. I think because we can't really draw anything else to thin, we should just Research rather than trying to draw 3 cards first. We should just Research. Back into double Saucer mode. Come on, double Saucer. We're still in this game. But obviously we couldn't... couldn't do much. Has a lot of Pokemon left, a lot of energy left. Not a great amount of Pokemon Search left, but a lot of supporters left. Tense game, very tense game. There's the energy. I'm assuming we're seeing a Research here, probably. It's 180. as a research. So Vmax, Pokemon. There's the Vmax. Pokemon Scoop Up Net. And there's one Pokemon. And there's another Pokemon. GG Ross, well played. Pretty unfortunate, but you know, that's how the draws go sometimes. So yeah, this will be the penultimate week before the Christmas break. So I look forward to seeing you guys in next week's final week before Christmas break. And yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack from Omnipoke, and look forward to seeing you guys next time.